Preparing to live stream. Yep, this is supposed to be up on YouTube now, so no mai haere mai.
True.
Ai, no mai haere mai, no mai haere mai, hoki mai ki tēnei kaupapa e te whānau. Thank you so much for joining us on the New Zealand Warriors versus Raiders Monday night Kōrero. We're calling it the cookout. Okay, there's a few things are going to be getting cooked tonight. And one of them, well, the biggest cook is going to be us cooking this team on that performance, because there's no hiding the fact that that was very disappointing. But anyway, we'll start off with a couple of positives. First and foremost, kia ora koutou, kia ora team. How's everyone feeling?
Doing good, bro.
And
it's the Raiders jersey.
Says the fellas, and we'll get in.
The Raiders.
And it's actually good you're wearing that, bro, because like I thought I would have calmed down by now since Friday night.
Just rev it up again.
But I had to go back through the stats and everything before this thing, and I just started getting angrier and angrier. But when you came on this live wearing that jersey, I just had to laugh, bro. So you've made me laugh, and you've actually calmed me down quite a lot, bro. So for that, I actually thank you for doing that, and a massive thank you too to our two middles, right? To Tyrone and Reo for holding it down for the team last week, bro. I watched back the live. You guys were on fire. Thank you very much, guys.
100%.
Good, bro. All good, bro.
One
of my workmates, or one of my old workmates, he saw the picture of me and Ty that Ty had put up, and he flicked like that half of me, and he's like, "Bro, what have you been up to, bro?" I was like, "Nah, that was the bro Ty, mate. The guy right beside me. He's an IT whiz." And he's like, "Bro, that was mean, bro." No, yeah, the boys had a good laugh, bro. Boys had a good laugh. Hey.
And I think you guys flow quite well as well. When I was kind of listening back, I was just like, man, you guys are on point. It's a bit different with just two of you, eh?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It was a throwback to like when we first started, when I jumped on with you and stuff, and just kind of, you got to be. It's those gap fillers, like when there's the four of us and Tans, we all just jump in, whatever. But yeah, there was a bit of space to fill. So luckily there was those technical difficulties. But no, it was me, bro. It was me.
Yeah. And to Tans, big aroha going out to you, Tans. Hope everything's okay. And we'll hopefully see you back on Monday night Kōrero. As and when. We'll see you back here soon, cuz. Let's get into this one. Round 20. Raiders 20, New Zealand Warriors 18. Raiders score 3 tries, we score 4. They get 3 of their conversions. So I'll just say that again. They scored 3 tries, we scored 4.
Yeah. Honestly, how often does a losing team score more tries than the winning team? It's like, mate. Yeah, I'll say this though, the Raiders, that first half, mate, their first 10, 15 minutes, they were fired up, bro. And the run, like their very first set on attack, they made 50 yards on us. And I was just like, holy. And it just kept going. They were pushing hard, bro, when they were on attack. So their forwards were up for it. They were definitely, it was their forwards came out at us like just wanting to make a real point, especially up the middle, that whole and then the Raiders backs kind of jumped in and just reinforced them, and it's just like, mate, we're in for a long night, man. And it was the lack of response from our lot. We were, they were dominating, and we just went trying to push back, and it was just like, just waiting for the boys to click into gear, and very frustrating, bro.
Look, when you're down 14 points in the first 11 minutes, we're constantly playing catch up. We're chasing the game. And it doesn't make it easier now. We're going into this next game. We're going to be playing like that because we lost this game.
Yeah.
So 10 minutes in, we're now relying on the big plays. We're now pushing stuff. We're now Barnett thinks he can kick it on the 5th. It's just like, what is this? Like, what is this, guys? Like, anyway, calm down. calm down. Team stats. Team stats, guys. We dominate possession. We dominate all runs. All run meters. We're on 1800 all run meters. They're only on 17. So we've done like 100 more than them. We dominate the line breaks. We dominate a lot of these numbers that I'm kind of like looking down, and we lose by 2 fucking points. Frustrating. I'm gonna say for me, actually, no, we'll go into a positive, eh? We'll start off on one positive each, guys, and then we'll go into cooking this whole performance.
Sure.
Capewell, that's the best I've seen you play in our jersey. It's the best I've seen him play in our jersey. From what I saw, I haven't watched the game back, guys. I didn't go back through that one. I don't want to put myself through it. So I'm going on memory, and I'm going on what I was seeing, and I'm going on everything like that. But Capewell, I thought that was the best game he's played in our jersey, and also the young fella that's come on as well. He was good, and there's a couple of others, but I'd say for me it was Capewell. But over to you guys. One positive that you guys can kind of come away with this one. Let us know.
Don't know if you can call it a positive, bro, but the crowd attendance. There was only 8,509 fans there. So,
wow.
That's a small number.
Did you catch how cold it was, though?
Yeah.
Was it 1 degree?
It was like 1 degree. So that's why there's fucking nobody there. And the Raiders hadn't won like 4 games straight.
Yeah. I was wondering about that, bro. So I was going to say that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, and one guy heating himself up too. I don't know if you caught the image that went around with the There's one guy heating himself up there at the game anyway.
He was I think it's it's one of those new heaters that heat your face up. Heat your face up like that. Did you see that, Dale?
No, I missed that.
You gotta see it.
He's in the crowd like this.
Yeah, he's in the crowd.
No.
Please don't say the Warriors jersey on.
Very much the green machine there.
Oh, there you go. Yay.
He had a green jersey on.
Oh, dear.
Let's see if we can find it,
But positive, the game's only 80 minutes. That's a positive. Yep. We don't have to watch more than 80 minutes. I think the positive, we actually came back in that second half, but I also think that was thanks to the Raiders playing like us. They started playing like us in the second half. So there's a second half. There's only 80 minutes, but besides that, I can't think of too many positives.
No, fair enough.
All right. My positives, I've got 2 because I've got 2 teams playing, right? So my first positive, Jamal Fogarty. Fuck, I thought he was outstanding in that first half.
Yeah, bro.
How long
had he been off for, bro?
I think since round 7. So it was like 13 weeks out, and that was his comeback game. Like, to me, that was the difference between the Warriors and the Raiders is we had one half that was just absolutely dominating, whereas I thought the Warriors halves were the shit house. The positive for the Warriors is I thought not only Capewell, but I thought Mitch Barnett actually played really fucking well, considering they had only played Origin 2 days prior to that.
Yeah.
So that was massive effort from both fellas.
Yeah, for me it was actually split between those 2, but I thought someone else might say Barney, so I'll give Capewell some props because I haven't actually, if you watch these Monday Night Kōreros, I haven't actually said much about him or even rated much of his performances. So our 2 Origin players stood up.
Definitely.
I caught the post match. I only watched it tonight, like half an hour ago, and like because Barney was captain, and I was just like, just interesting reading the body language. Like Webby, love Uncle, and but it's kind of like waiting for him to just have a blast at the team. This just wanting to just waiting for him just to. Because every NRL coach you can expect will have at least one, their halftime talk where they're just going to lose it kind of thing. And
kick the chair.
Like,
just
just put the onus back on the team kind of thing. But even at the post match, he's still kind of. No, I'm not going to say delusional, because he knows what he's doing. But yeah, just like his body language is very much just trying to, I don't know, give answers that they weren't easy to give anyway. But Barney's body language is just like he looked like he'd switched off, and it's just like, yeah, and it was a short interview, bro. It was only like just over 3 minutes, and they're usually about 7-8 minutes long. So short and
if
sharp.
If we win, I think there's a lot more to talk about. But I understand what you're saying, bro, because I think other coaches, you see them being very honest, like obviously Sticky. I watched his one, and he was just like, we were lucky. You absolutely were lucky, because you guys played like crap, but so did we. But like I said, going 14 points down in the first 10 minutes, always playing catch up. Poor start. Fucking poor start. Good second half. Poor finish. Poor finish. I'll just the CHT thing. Yeah. Like there's so many other bad things that happened in that game that he shouldn't have even been in that position to even kick that goal. But after his first one, where he just absolutely hooked it over to the right, I would have thought, wow, he's not up for it. He's why is he even kicking? And then the second one, he kind of came back around again. And then it's just like, okay, well, if you're gonna do this again, I'm pretty sure you're gonna hit it straight down the middle. But with Tuo Pika getting knocked out and then Adam Pompey getting injured.
Yep.
I don't know why he was kicking. It's obvious he hasn't done many kicks. I know he used to kick, but it's obvious he hasn't. That's not his job. It's not his job to kick. So why Tamaire Martin didn't step in, who knows? Barney could have kicked. Barney could have been kicking for his bloody.
He might as well have.
He may as well have kicked.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think before the kick, I don't know what the stat exactly said, but I think it said it was 3 from 4 this year. So he had a 75%. 4's not a big sample size, but
no,
he was 3 from 4. Obviously he's not the first, second, or third kicker, so that's probably why they put him in there. But yeah, to your point, Nick, once I saw that first kick, I'm like, oh, buddy, I think we need someone else there.
Yeah.
But also, and I don't want to give him excuses because he missed the kick, but he's a left foot kicker, and all of them are on the left hand side, which is usually the hardest one. So again, this is NRL. He should be kicking good both sides, but he's the 4th ranked kicker, and he was kicking left side. So I was like, yeah. Unless the question is, do we not have anyone else? Is that where the buck ends? Actually, no one else can kick that ball. Is that another problem that we have as the Warriors?
Yeah, and I'll add this too, bro. I think the playing conditions, like what we were saying before, Damien Fogarty, those bombs he was putting up. That whole home ground advantage, just knew what was coming down. And the shape he had on those kicks, man. Oh, he just kind of, our wingers are under pressure pretty much the whole time. So like it's cold, it's windy. Chanel's he's the last bus stop, bro. There's no more after him. So, and it's like, mate. And again, what do you do? Because it's, I mean, no one, who else? Like in all honesty, who else can kick outside of Adam Tamaire? Can Tamaire kick conversions? Like I don't even know, mate.
Yeah. I can't remember it.
We'll do some
Googling. Yeah, bro. So again, it's almost like the week before against the Doggies, we got caught out and just like when those injuries kick in or whatever, our backup plan is pretty thin. It's paper thin, and again we get caught out this week. No kicking option. So for me, a good team knows how to adjust and to adjust fast. And the boys just like,
Yeah. I mean, I'll go back on what I said.
I felt for the bro.
I mean, I felt for the bro too. He should have got the last one. Yeah, of course he should have got the last one. That was an easy kick. But again, We shouldn't have been in a position where we leaked 14 points at the beginning, where they're just steamrolling us down the thing. That first try, we had about 5 markers on that first try on the line. I was just like, and we know who it was. Look, Marata, I don't know what the hell you're doing down there. But I suppose that's when you're starting to nitpick things, that could have been Egan's role to say, get the fuck away from here. I don't need you. Go over where you're supposed to be. There was 5 markers in front of whoever that was before Young went over in the 5th minute. The next one was the next try was flipping Papali'i playing halfback. So that was a beautiful try. That was actually a really nice try, right? When you got a front rower doing backdoor to whoever the hell it was, and then it was a short ball to Young again. That was a beautiful try. Yeah, that was a violation. We got violated in that play. Yeah, it used to be us doing the violating. Yeah. Now we're getting violated, right? We're the ones getting schooled on. So hard try to stop. But they didn't score a try for another hour. Right? Yeah. They went into Warriors mode. They went into Warriors mode, and they were just there.
Warriors mode.
Just a mistake.
Oh yeah, bro.
The mistakes, Rhino. It's just like I felt like punching my computer screen. I'm watching it over here, Fana. If you know, I'm actually in the northern hemisphere. The sun was shining. It was like if it wasn't too early in the morning, I would have cracked open a beer, right? Nice and hot. Turn on our computer screen. 10 minutes in, we're down 14 points, and the anger just started straight away.
Oh, bro, they red mist settled in fast.
Real fast. And then I'm like, I've seen this movie before. Guys. Where
I did like Rogers' try. The whole.
I loved it. But that took 37 minutes to come. 37 minutes it took us to score a try.
And he was the only one that looked like he was even remotely close to scoring, given all the opportunities.
Yeah. And a lot of our plays, the Raiders just shut it down, man.
Like, they know our plays. Everyone knows our plays. Everyone knows our plays. We're not fooling. We're not fooling anyone out here, bro. We're not fooling anyone out here, bro.
The amount of times Marata, Barney, even Aiden, they just numbered off on them, and I was just like, oh my goodness.
There was a time where when we're in their 10 meters or even in their 20 meters and it's the 4th play, there's a high chance that there's a try coming. I don't get excited anymore when we're down there. That's scary as a fan. You know how scary that is as a fan?
Yeah, you should be excited.
Where I'm not excited anymore because the funny thing is, I'm more excited if it swings left than it is if it goes right now, because there's more tries this season. And I don't have any stats on this. There's more tries happening on that left edge than there is happening on the right edge. Or it's a chip or it's a kick to like a hope and pray that Dallin gets over it or something. It's not like a sure thing anymore. We're not confident down there anymore.
And is that because Shawnee's not there?
Even if Shawnee is there, bro. Even if Shawnee is there, I'm not confident anymore.
I don't think they're confident anymore either. I think there is fuck all confidence in their camp right now.
Just to go back to the kicking, very slim pickings looking at who's actually kicked in NRL. I looked at the backs. Te Maire Martin's kicked 2 and he's missed them, so he's got a 0% record.
Oh wow!
Dalen hasn't kicked in NRL. He's kicked in a World Cup and he's got both of them.
Wow!
So there's our backs. But I remember, and I was thinking, actually, Kurt Capewell's kicked before, and he did, but that was in New South Wales. So he, back in 2016, playing for Newton, kicked 23 goals. So he could have been an option.
And 2000 what?
16.
Yeah, that's
8 years ago.
That's when you was flipping 21 or 18.
And then the other only one that's kicked in NRL, which was back in 2017, was Dylan Walker. So he's got 28 from 45, 62% back in 2017. So very slim pickings for us.
Yeah, and that's probably the last time those guys have ever kicked a goal in a game.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure they all look like boys. Like before the game, they all competing. So they look like they go get the balls out and compete against each other. So I think they need to go do that next week because I don't know who's kicking.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, bro. Who will be kicking if Adam's injured or not playing this Friday? Oh my goodness. From that starting lineup, it's kind of like maybe Tamati. I don't know.
Just make it whoever scored the try. Make it like
bro. Go back to high school days, eh? Go back to if you score the try, then you can do the drop kick. Drop kick it over. Jacko, sorry, bro. Jacko says here, Tamari Martin was MIA second week in a row. I think he's a great in usual games or games that we are not expected to win, but he crumbles under finals like pressure.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's actually a good segue because I wanted to talk about that. I don't know about you guys, but I felt like CHT did a lot of the kicking in the first half, actually for most of the game. And I wonder, was there something up with Te Maire Martin? Because it just seemed weird that he wasn't kicking, especially
really weird.
2 weeks prior or 3 weeks prior against the Broncos. He was just on point. Obviously, the Bulldogs kind of wasn't there. But then I felt like he was only forced to kick in the second half because CHT was out of the play. So then he had a kick. And I was like, what happened? Like he just fell off from being the dominant half. So
I wondered the same thing.
We're that team that plays with injuries now. We're that team. You're injured? Nah, you just play. Important as game, just run it out. Just run through your injury. Just go missing. Go missing in the big game now. Joke. Honestly, massive joke. If there's something wrong with him, then get him off. Right? I don't mind losing games. This is the thing. I don't mind actually losing games. We lost that Bulldogs game. This for me is probably the worst game I've seen in a long time. Definitely the worst game of the season because they were there. They were rubbish. We were rubbish and they were rubbish. I don't mind losing games. So if we bring in a young one, if we bring in a Ben Farr, for instance, right? And it's his role to then take over the kicking duties, and it's his role to be sweet. I don't mind that, but don't put players in here now that are like carrying something, and then their performances are crap, and they're not doing their roles they're not doing their role. They're giving their roles to somebody else who's not as good as them at doing their roles. What's the point?
Yeah, you're a liability up there if that's the case.
And then the opposition know you're a liability.
100%.
So they just run it at you.
100%.
All day long. Oh, he's injured. Give it to the number 8. Go over there. Smash him.
And he's already got a sorry, bro. I was gonna say he Webby's Uncle's already had the I can't remember what rounds they were, but those rounds where those New South Wales Cup boys stood up and won those games. I think it was like the Panthers game and
Dolphins
and the Dolphins game, and so he's already got the that blueprint for if he needs to call on these guys, the times where he has, they really took the opportunities. I don't know. He's definitely going to need to pull up maybe 1 or 2 kickers. When you think about how fast our guys are going down, because we just need a sharpshooter. Full stop. We need someone out there that's confident and knows what the fuck they're doing when it comes to kicking penalties or conversions out wide, right on the sideline. And right here and now, we don't have it. And it's just like, ugh. But they've got such a small window to, like, and in all honesty, and I hate saying it, but like that lost Friday night, that's pretty much our season, and it's kind of like
done.
We're done. Toast, and it sucks. It sucks to be even thinking that, but it's like, mate, we don't deserve to be in the 8.
I was about to say that. We don't actually deserve to be in that eight. Neither do the Raiders, but let's not care about them. After that performance, after the season, after the way the season's gone, and this is like the anti-climax of the season, that Raiders game.
Yeah.
We don't deserve to be in the eight.
Much, bro.
If we scrape the eight, great, amazing. But papering over the cracks, papering over the actual problems. And just to your point too, Rio, if we have a sharpshooter as a kicker, it still doesn't solve all the problems that we've had over the weekend with starting poor. I think one of the biggest things, man, I think this game is probably Marata's worst one I've seen him play in a while. You know, out of position. That flying freaking head high he did, and it just let off all the pressure. I was like, this is a computer screen, bro. I was going to throw it over the fence.
I got a question. My question is, have the Warriors won after a bye since Webby's been in charge?
Yep. It was the season.
To me, they always seem to struggle after a bye.
Yeah, they did last year.
It was this season, our first bye. Didn't we come back?
I think it was a win straight after that bye.
Yeah, it was a win straight after that bye, bro. So anyone at home as well, if they know?
But we did.
Cowboys. We beat the Cowboys after
beat the Cowboys, and that was away.
Yeah, we smoked too.
That was away.
There goes that theory.
Bye. Nah, because so we smashed that one this year. What else do we need to do? Beat the Panthers, beat the Bulldogs. Bulldogs beat the Broncos. Yeah. So there are some positives. There are some positives in the season, but we are that team at the moment. So, like last year, we would have iced these games. And now I'm starting to think, were we just lucky last year? Is that just a bit of luck? Because like a lot of those games last year, we won by 2 points. It could have gone the other way. And we managed to ice those games in those moments. Now we're not doing it.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think the only thing I want to say to it is that, and this is not making an excuse, but it's just the reality of things. If you look at the casualty ward, we've got the highest numbers of injuries. So, again, we should have depth. I think we talked about it last week, or even before that around, you have to have a top squad of 30 to kind of win this comp. But
I'm not talking about
a lot of quality players out.
I'm not talking about winning the comp, bro. I'm talking about putting on the best players on the field for a specific game, my bro. Like, I'm starting to question Webby now. Like, why would you put the young fella, Leka, back over into center again when Marata's played there last year? I'm pretty sure Capewell could probably jump in there as well. I'm starting to question all these things now. You know what I mean?
Capewell was covering the other center, right?
No, sorry, he's covering the other center. But Leka shouldn't go over there. And yeah, he got skinned. I don't care if he gets skinned. Dude's 18, 19. I don't care if he makes mistakes. He's allowed to make mistakes. Like, he tried to do that little offload. I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at everyone else.
Just to your point earlier, Nick, with how well the boys were doing last year compared to how well the boys are doing this year. The last week, Rio and Ty, when you guys were presenting and there was a question about who the standout players were for this year, it was really hard to pick standout players for this year. When you compare how many of those players last year were in top form of their career, when you look at Sean Johnson, for
AFB,
example, compared to this season, where most of them are playing shithouse. You look at Dallin, for example. How amazing was he last year, topping the try list and all the rest of it, looking like he was world class. Now he's looking like a player. Fuck off, go to Super League. Massive difference in a lot of players. Tohu Harris, for example, when he was playing this year, he looked slow, he looked old, he looked fucking broken compared to last year where he was like a real standout captain.
Yeah.
We're struggling.
Yeah.
It just sucks that we're struggling in all those areas. How can you go from career best seasons?
Yeah.
I don't mind one of them, but AFB's fallen off, Tohu's fallen off.
Yeah.
With all of the reinforcements that came in this year, this is not how I thought round 21 would be ending. I don't think anyone would have imagined round 21 be ending like pretty much our season so far. Be great if I'm wrong. Be great if they come back and go, you guys on Monday night Kōrero don't know what you're talking about. We made the 8. Ha ha ha. Great. laugh at me at my face. But the way the way things are going at the moment, now we're done. We're cooked.
I couldn't help myself, bro. I was thinking, we this time last year, around 21, bro. We were fourth on the ladder. There was the Storm, the Broncos, and the Panthers above us. Yeah, So I think if we're gonna compare last season to this season, all opposing teams, we just caught them off guard. We caught them off guard last year. Uncle came in and was low key under the radar, a bit of luck? And nobody saw it. I don't know if it was luck, bro. I think he's stuck to that formula heading into this year. Where on reflection, maybe I'm hoping he's if he's got any more aces or jokers, bro.
Continue on with your Kōrero, bro. Finish your Kōrero.
Yeah, I'm hoping he's playing them soon because we're just kind of
it's looking a bit. It's been looking a bit one dimensional, is what you're kind of saying, right? Yeah, and it's the Webby we trust starting to question the Webby we trust now. Now I think maybe that's not on him. Maybe that's on the fans. Yeah, because he's never said that. He's never been the one to say trust everything I'm doing. He's never said that. He's been very pragmatic about his structure. And last year it was the unknown. The Warriors were the unknown, and they had this little mystique about them, right? Well, that's all over now, and coach has gone through every single bloody videotape of us and gone, wow, you just rush play this and rush defense over there and shut that down over there, and if they go and kick it, then have Coates at the back over there, waiting for the kick, and you take Sean out of the game, you take Rocco Berry out of the game. That structure last year is gone.
Yeah, very much so.
The only thing I will say with Webby, because I agree, he's made some if it's not just him, the whole coaching team have made some really poor decisions. But every time you hear a player speak about him, they speak highly. And I think for me, that's hard as to get. Like, you usually get players kind of questioning whether that's the right coach or not out publicly, but there's kind of like, they don't sound as confident. With his play groups, even though they're getting pumped, still confident in him. So I'm like, I don't think he's made the right decisions personally most weeks, but for me, there's still trust in Webby because the players speak confidence, and when the players ain't speaking confidence in him, then we're definitely fucked.
And I agree, Ty, but I also think that Webby's going to take a lot of learning out of this season. I think the hard seasons actually teach a coach a lot of lessons, as opposed to a season where everything seems to be going your way. I'm not saying get rid of Webby yet. I'm saying he's going to learn from this. I think he'll be a better coach because of it. But we just got to fucking hang in there, unfortunately.
And I mean, who knows?
Says the guy fucking wearing a Raiders jersey,
who knows going into next season? Because there'll be heaps of learnings taken from 2024, and we've still got whatever it is, 5 or 6 rounds to go. There's a side of me that optimistic, half glass full side that's like, bro, I'm kind of still looking forward to next year. The wheels fall off right here, right now, and it's like, oh yeah, okay.
You're
looking 100% better, bro.
Yeah, nothing we're not used to, bro. We're still going to be here next year. I just need to. Season is done. Was it? War 1 says, "Calm down on the couch, boys." Starting to sound like bandwagoners, bro. Go watch all our stuff, bro. What are you on about, bro? What are you on about, bro? What are you on about, bro? Go watch all our stuff, bro. It's okay for us to have a moan. It's okay for us to cook people.
This is our therapy.
This is our therapy, man. What are you on about?
I reckon.
I think I counted up all our videos the other day, and I stopped counting after 300. We've done 300 plus videos across all our platforms. Yeah.
Serious, bro?
Yeah, we've done that. We've done that many. I stopped counting. I was like, okay, it's a lot. It's a lot.
That's a good thing.
Across all our channels, it's up around there. So yeah, I understand what you're saying. We've been very critical for very good reason. Okay. So the whole Webby we trust thing, maybe that's something that we shouldn't have because he's still got a long way to go. and he knows that.
Yeah.
And I always thought that when he came in, I thought last year was going to be our, not make the 8. Then this year was going to be the make the 8, and then maybe next year we could get, maybe closer to the 4th. But what happened was we went straight to 4th last year, and the hype and all of the, all of the, just the hype that was going around last year. Maybe this just needed to happen, guys. This needed to happen for us to be just humbled and be like, okay.
Yep, absolutely. That whole second year blues,
Mm.
I think that doesn't because I was just thinking about what the bro was saying about us having a moan. It's like, but this is a real critical time of the season, and
it is, bro.
We're pushing and we're pushing. We're meant to be pushing hard to not only be contenders but to be the champs, to take it out, kind of thing. So those
and what sucks,
expectations
bro,
are always
what
going to
really
be high.
what sucks, bro, is we played a team, and when I look down that team list, no disrespect to the Raiders, right? No disrespect to them, but there's only a couple of players in there, bro, that I reckon. Oh man, there's a couple of players in there that I wouldn't mind on the team actually. Kyle Weeks being one of them. Xavier Savage. Xavier Savage. Every time I watch him, bro, he gets either skinned or he gets his ankle broken. I think he got his ankle broken again on the weekend, but he ended up scoring a try anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So defensively, Xavier Savage probably got a long way to go. But yeah, we just played a team that they just fell off, and the momentum just swung. It just went 14-0 down, and it just swung this way to just before halftime, which is the worst time to concede any point in any game anywhere in the world, is to let the other team score before halftime, and then the floodgates I thought were going to open, but then it was just mistake after mistake after mistake, and it was just like, fuck no.
Unfortunately, the Raiders don't deserve to be in the finals either. And that's how I felt since the very beginning of the season, to be honest. I was surprised that they started the season as well as what they
did.
Okay.
Because they were in top 8 for the first 6 weeks, I think it was, before Fogarty got injured. I mean, hopefully they can make a charge again with him back, but I don't know, man.
What are they? So they're 22 points, eh? So they're only 2 points from 8. So possible, but yeah.
Wow.
I don't see them being a top 8 team, considering some of the teams that are sitting in there at the moment. Potentially a Dolphins drop out or a Bulldogs drop out, but I don't know. Yeah, sorry. I'm not even talking about the Warriors now. I'm looking at the ladder like, what's going to happen come playoffs?
I'm looking at the ladder as well. I hope St. George get knocked out.
Yeah, fuck the Dragons.
Fuck the Dragons.
Yeah, but they keep on winning, bro.
They do, surprisingly.
They do keep on winning. Even though they got pumped by the Roosters, they just keep on winning. They're like, that's what we used to do. That's what we used to do. We're not doing that anymore.
So it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks. That's for sure.
And I guess, for me, I think let's go back to Webby and the coaching thing. Besides the decisions each week, there's been some questionable ones. I know he doesn't have the full hand on the recruitment, but I think I probably was optimistic that bringing in RTS and Cape, well, although I think, there's still room for them to grow and build into this team. I think we've created a real age team.
Yeah.
It's quite an old team.
Yeah.
We're not that fast. And I think for me, there's a reason why we get more injuries because a lot more older guys running around. We're a bit more slower. So I think for me, that's kind of shown the rookiness. Is like we've kind of built a team that was going to be all leaders, but that hasn't played out this year.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a fine balance, bro? Because it's like with those experienced players comes that they're battle hardened. They know that the pain barriers they have to push through. Flip side, the young fellas, the only way they're going to learn that is if you throw them in there,
mixing with them.
And
the youth bring the enthusiasm.
And when you consider the next 2 games, the Tigers and the Eels, if he's going to start mixing it up, like it was really good to see Ali Leataua,
Oh,
and I
big
didn't
shout
think
out.
he done too bad. Yeah.
No, big shout out to
I thought
him.
it was, yeah. But again, the Raiders done their homework on him, because last year he on his debut he played he was outstanding.
Yep.
And so they shut him down. They shut him down big time. But yeah, sorry, back to my point. If Uncle's gonna be changing players in and out or whatever, or being forced to, then now's the time to do it when you think it's the Tigers next and the Eels. I don't even want to say it, man, but fucking this Friday against the Tigers, this is one of those games where we would potentially lose against them.
Yep.
when the cards are stacked in our favor. And it's just like, right. And I don't want to say that. Don't want to say that.
Well, I will, because if we play like that, Uncle Benji's going to be looking at that going, right, boys, this is what we're doing. This is exactly what we're doing. What do we got? Yeah, Tigers at home. Okay, well, we should win that. Like, I feel more confident at home now than I used to. We should win that. It's a winnable. I mean, Raiders was a winnable game. Eels at home as well the following week. And then we travel again. And then we've got the Bulldogs at home.
Games.
Yeah. Last 3 home games
keeping in mind Mitchell Moses is out for the Eels too, so they'll be a bit more easy to beat. Yeah, he fucked himself in Origin. Gone for the season.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Eels should be a bit easier to beat without him.
But that's what I mean. If
it's one of those
2 rounds
should be
these so-called easier teams,
should be.
Yeah. Then let's blood these young fellas. Man.
Should be. Then Titans 66-6.
Yeah. When Nick said earlier about how that game just been was the worst of our season, I'm just thinking Titans 66-6. I think that was our worst fucking game of the season. Sorry, bro.
Thanks, bro. I actually buried that one down so low that I actually forgot about it. But thanks for bringing it back up again.
Yeah, I think performance-wise, no, because I do agree with you, Nick. That was a shitty performance, and it again, it's like before we even went live, and you're saying let's just start with a positive 8. I was thinking, fuck, bro, I can't think of one. I'm gonna have to dig into this, man.
I mean, Barney, our 2 leaders, Barney and AFB, trying to do everything they can, in those dying moments to get over the line. We couldn't have asked anything more or AFB towards the end. Other than trying to kick the goal, I suppose he could have been that guy, but again, it's not just down to CHT. We shouldn't have been in that position, but it's tough. I will say this about Ali Leotawa. Him and I thought him and Dalen had a pretty good connection there. Dalen kind of let him do. He didn't jam in. So there is a little bit of trust there. So whether that's been built through training or something, I will say that's pretty good. Lecker needs more time. Obviously, he looks hungry as when he is out there. Trying to push that little pass around the back, that was dumb. But heaps of players did some dumb crap, and they're way more experienced than him. So we'll let the young fella off on that one. But
keeping in mind too, he's playing out of position too, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, in centre.
Yeah. And that's getting chucked in the deep end, man.
Fuck yeah.
It's like,
important game. Come and do, come and help us out, young fella. Oh, great. Cheers, coach. I think Freddie Lussick must have had about 5 minutes in the middle.
Did he make it out there? I can't even remember seeing him.
He was out there, bro. He was out there. He was out there.
Party.
Wow.
And does anybody else think that Jackson Ford's either spent too much time at the gym or he's had too much steak and cheese pies? I don't know which one it is. Because when he came on, he looked solid. He was just like, bro, what's happened with this fella? Then he goes and drops the ball, and I'm like, you're still the same fella. Love you, Jacko.
Love Jackson Ford,
love
bro.
you, Jacko.
Yeah,
love you.
Love him. It's just like, dang it.
Big motor. Hey, big motor.
Yeah.
Goes all day. Jazz, when Jazz came on, energy.
Yeah.
energy, but got to do something about this halves, boys.
Yeah, I really do believe that it's just that the opposition teams have worked us out. So what does Webby do from here? What's the because only he knows, and it's like, yeah. And I mean, that's awesome that the players are still very much loyal to the coach and what he's bringing,
For how long?
Yeah.
For how long though, right? Luckily, our Ty said, they're all praising him, and I think he's the big reason why we got Fish coming next year. And big reason why Capewell's come over, and there is a vision there. And like I said before, maybe we have peaked last year way too early. It was supposed to be a process. It was supposed to be like this last year. Maybe that's what it's supposed to be.
So the lessons he was supposed to learn last year, he's learning this year.
Yeah. Potentially, bro. And when you consider the whole not doing sounding like I'm making excuses, but the travel thing, the Warriors have the hardest travel to do. Full stop. No team travels as much as we do. And yeah, it's always going to be a harder run for the Warriors. So that having to kind of prepare for those 3 or 4 weeks away from home, on the road, whatever, or just bouncing in between Australia and here, Aussie and coming home and stuff. It's like, but it's been like that for 30 years, and it's kind of like, surely there's
last year.
Yeah. Or was it? Or were we handling it better? I don't know.
Maybe it wasn't a problem last year because we were just on a roll. We were winning. We were icing games, and we icing games. Different mindset.
Yeah.
And you're
absolutely
going into the next. You're running out on the field thinking you've already won the game. You're running out onto the field thinking you're the game. Just like a way different mindset when your tails are up. Oh, I don't have my phone.
Still there, Nick? Yeah.
I'm still here, bro.
We missed that last bit, bro. That last bit of what you were saying.
Jason Paris knew what we were talking about, so they're trying to cut us off.
Are we going to cut that lot? Cut them.
They know too much.
Can't cancel me. Can't cancel me, bro.
Yeah. Shit. Apparently there was this massive, I don't know, Microsoft thing happened on Saturday, whatever it was. Shut a whole lot of shops and petrol stations and everything down here. Bro, I had no idea. Yeah. I was just like, wow. That might have been, bit of conspiracy going on there, bro.
But anyway, this has been great therapy, guys. On to the next one though. Like last week's must win, Bulldogs was must win. I don't even know what you want to call this game coming up with the Tigers. Doesn't matter. Apparently we got a mathematical chance of still making the 8.
Oh my goodness!
The old mathematical chance. Yeah, the old mathematical chance again has reared its head.
And it's sad it's come to that, bro.
No one expected this.
It's just like, yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness, the Tigers.
Let's have a look at the Tigers' form. Tigers have been having a terrible last couple of weeks.
Benji's boys. Ooh.
42-28 to the Rabbitohs, 48-6. Yeah, they're leaking. They're just leaking,
Oh, wow.
You're like a leaky bucket. But it's to be expected. Like I don't think anyone's expecting anything from this team when Benji took over. And he's been very pragmatic in his interviews as well about his vision for the club.
It's a building process.
Exactly. So, whether he wins or not, it's okay. Hopefully he's got a couple of years kind of like to build on this thing. But again, going back to what I said before, I thought that's what we would be. What time's the start? Is that
8
another?
o'clock.
Is that another
8 o'clock kickoff, bro?
8 o'clock, is it?
Yeah. 8 o'clock over here. So 6 o'clock over there, whatever it is.
Ah.
So it must be the first round. Yeah. First round for the Friday night. How many games
10
Friday
a.m. in the
night?
morning.
1
Yeah,
or 2?
10 a.m. in the morning. Oh, I don't know.
2 on Friday. Eels and Storm after.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Eels and Storm. The Tigers.
All I know is that by the end of the season, we better not be switching places with the Tigers. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think we will, bro. I don't think we will, bro. Touch everything. Touch wood. Touch. Because,
I'll be highly surprised if we end up last.
Bro, look at our team. Like, honestly, look at our team and all the moaning that I've done. We're a proper team, bro. We're a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's effort areas. It's moments. It's switching off. It's we're a good team, bro. We are.
Yep. We're a good team carrying a lot of injuries, a lot of expectations.
We're just not like this game last year. We would have won this game last year. The Bulldogs game last year, we would have won that game last year. Right? It's just those moments that we're not that team anymore. We're not icing games. We're not making the right plays. We're not making good decisions on the fifth. We're dropping off tackles. We've got 5 markers on our try line. We're not, it's those lapses that's just killing us.
Yeah, our fifth tackle options Friday night, a lot of them were just like head scratches, or just these real easy kicks that the Raiders Canberra was just all over.
Kyo
pressure from our lot.
Yeah. We've got second rowers kicking.
Yeah.
Whereas if there was a halfback on there, who was probably more senior, or I don't know. But that to me as well, I kind of looked at it and gone, our captain doesn't trust our halfback. And I started thinking, captain doesn't trust the halfback. Then we got some.
What's wrong with our halfback?
We got some major problems, Whānau.
100%. Like when Dylan Walker took that bomb or kicked that bomb, was just like, was that Dylan Walker? It was just like, holy.
Yeah. And when a captain's doing stuff like that, no one's going to question the captain. No halfback's going to go to the captain and be like, what the hell did you do that for?
I doubt. I'm just going to double down on that. When you see stuff like that, that means they're not, what is it?
Yeah.
I can't find the right word. It's not respect. They're obviously not, they're not trusting what's out there.
There's a big word, bro. Trust.
Yeah.
100%. So Barney might be kicking next week, guys. He's not trusting the goal kicking.
Yeah,
that was his tryout,
bro. Yeah.
Just went to Origin. I can do everything now.
Yeah.
Just went to Origin. He didn't get into the fight, did he? Did he get into the fight or not?
Not much. He wasn't like one of the main players, but everyone was in it, really.
It was all in there. It was all in. Anyway, he's come back. A bit of rust, but he played out of his skin.
That's what they.
I seen the Joey Johns in the New South Wales changing shed after that win, and Barney he was toast, bro. He was or just he was already drunk.
What?
But just celebrating.
What, 5 minutes after 5 minutes after the bloody final whistle?
Don't know, but he was already on his way, bro. He was probably having them on the sideline. It just cracked me out watching because Joey's trying to talk to him, but he's just like he never cheesy grin or whatever, but he wasn't. It just wasn't. He looked either super relaxed, and I just thought, nah, bro, he's already had a couple. He's already scored, I don't know, half a dozen.
And you could tell he was on it because then he got donned with his own Samoan version name. He called him, what is it, Mitch Paniti? There's videos going around that. So we got Luka Mikiafu and Mitch Paniti in our team now. So
nice.
How far away is Luke Metcalf? Look at back. When's he back, bro?
He's training and all, but I'd still say he's a while, eh?
Yeah, at least a month, I have to think.
Oh my goodness!
Just keep him out till next year, bro. What's the point? What is the
point
bringing back such an injury like that? What is the point bringing him back now?
Don't rush it.
If we were at the other end of the ladder, then possibly, but nah. Yeah. Even then, yeah.
I guess that's the question then for all of you guys. Given where we are at, and there's still hope to make the 8, and you never just want to write off a season, but do we look forward to next year and say, hey, let's play a bit more players so they get a bit more experience, so we go into next year with a bit more juice?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think Webby would.
Yeah, and that's the question, right? Will they do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I'd like to see it personally, but I've been wanting them to play more of our juniors all season. I thought way too often there've been people throwing in the 17 that have just been there because it's been in the last 10 weeks doing fuck all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd love to see it, but I don't think it'll ever happen.
I don't know, bro. His hand might be forced this round. These last couple of rounds, it's almost like, because the evidence is there. It was there against the Doggies. It was there against the Raiders. When our depth in the squad isn't actually that deep. And kind of like when you've got young fellas that are chomping at the bit, hanging out to get out there and play for the Prems, play for their top team. It's kind of like, and more so the injuries, like in all seriousness, we don't have a top line kicker and we need one. So, bring one of those young fellas up. That's a sharpshooter and get him out there, man. I don't know. Because I do agree with you. Webby's been pretty loyal to his squad, but it's
we've said
most
this.
likely not going to happen.
We've said this a couple of times on this show. Is just like, is he maybe too nice? Have we got a nice coach?
Doesn't want to hurt feelings.
Doesn't want to hurt anyone's feelings and stuff. It's all good being nice and not having to hurt feelings, but he's got a job to do.
That's right.
Team's got a job to do, and he's got to pick the absolute best. Hey, the absolute best 17, 18 players for that specific role. Yep. And from what we've seen so far, it has been very nice. And what you're saying as well, Leo, and I'll watch the post match interview after this. I can almost guarantee what he's going to say, because he's pretty much said it the whole time. Doesn't really pick out any kind of individual players, but doesn't really go in on us or tell it like it is. Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah. And it's it'd be nice. Like I was saying earlier, it'd be just nice to see Webby, even if they turn the audio off, but in the changing shed halftime, him just losing his rag, just
it's not him though.
Ripping into the boys. Yeah,
it's not him. Yeah, it's not him. It's not his demeanor.
I reckon it'd be fucking scary to see. He'd be going postal.
Yeah. Mate.
Just all that pent up fucking frustration coming out.
Yeah. And I mean, who's to say he doesn't do that at trainings? I don't know. But we're past the critical point of the season. And it's kind of
we're in the
6 points, 6 games left. We really need to.
It was critical 4 rounds ago. That's when it was critical. What are it, 20, 21? Yeah, we're critical points about 3 or 4 rounds ago, and now we're in this kind of free fall kind of thing, kind of like no man's land. Having to rely on other teams to beat other teams by a certain amount of that whole Warriors math thing. That a lot of fans like to spend a lot of time on. But if we just done our job, in the critical moments when we're supposed to do our job, then we wouldn't be in this position. But then going back to what I said before, maybe this was supposed to happen anyway. This is our learning year. 1 year too late.
In all honesty, bro, I mean, even if we beat the Tigers and the Eels, it's got to be it's more about the whole, just the boys, those points brought up tonight about just trusting your mate, you know, cohesion, working together, you know, and just kind of bringing it together. So it's not just like, because I wouldn't be happy if we just win. You know, if we just win against the Tigers and the Eels, this is like, you know, we're fucked, bro. It's got to be convincing. You know, we should be fucking smashing these teams, right?
Yeah, we've got the team to do it. We've got the team to do it. I mean, the Eagles game, we're not going to win that. And maybe the Bulldogs game at the end of the year, hopefully we're going to win that. And then we got the Sharks. Like, come on. We're trying to pull rabbits out of hats here. We're trying to do some Houdini stuff.
Yeah, and I guess the question is, even if we scraped in, are we going to scrape in, you know, with all these injuries there too? Like, I feel like when you got a playoffs kind of scenario, you kind of have to be deep there too. And I don't know if we just if we do scrape in, I feel like we're going to be, you know, one person away of having like having to pull up, you know, or maybe pulling up all the New South Wales boys because we've got no players to kind of replace them. Like, I don't know, like, I don't think we're deep enough to go deep playoff run. So,
no way. No way. I haven't even looked at the injury list. I don't even know when CNK's back. I don't even know when the other boys are back. But that's a very good point. That's a very good point, Ty. If we make it in there, because playoffs is finals footy is a completely different beast.
Oh yeah, yeah, bro.
How well are we actually going to be in there?
Yeah.
And how many gears can we lift? Because I'm starting to wonder how many gears we have in this team right now.
Yeah.
And that's the most frustrating thing, Damien, is like, we've got a good team. Our team's proper. Our team's good. It's good enough to smash.
Like it.
It's good enough to smash the Tigers. It's good enough now that Mitchell Moses is out. It's good enough to smash them. But deep in my heart, I know we're not good enough. I know because I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it.
Those little mistakes. Once those little mistakes creep in, it's just like quite a frail mindset, eh? You know,
definitely. Very brittle.
What's happened to our team?
And I don't know what the stat is, but I'm pretty sure no team's won a comp that's lost more than 50 points. So, you know, we've got 66-6 by last place. Not to say, you know, couldn't win it. It's just like, you know,
we're not winning it.
Hard to see anything like that. So then my question is not to kind of play this bullshit of like, you know, go out there and lose. It's like, what's the strategy here? You know, are we just going to try and play our players and drain them out for no use of next year? You know, my thing is, what's the strategy here? This is what I want to see.
It's a very good point.
Strategy going into this last kind of part.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
If I was the coach, which I'm a pretty crap couch coach, let alone an actual coach, right? I'll probably give myself a D for couch coaching. It would be youngsters from now on. It would be bringing in these youngsters, and the strategy would be for how are we going to start preseason for next year? Honestly, I'll just be like, this season, like you said, Ty, are we just going to keep flogging the dead horses that we've got for the hope of making the 8 and just cop all the media flack? I'll just cop it all. Yeah, whatever. You know, like, why is he playing these guys? Yeah, I'll just bring in a whole bunch of youngsters. Not the whole team, but definitely be looking for next season now.
Well, myself, I'd think the same kind of thing, but I'd be picking players on form. And I think that's the way it should always be. Pick players on form.
Yeah.
Always. Rather than just picking people that, oh, no, but he's played 25 games this season. Yeah, what the fuck's he done with them? What about this fucking young fella over here that was tearing it up in the lower grades? Fucking give him a shot.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Yep.
and my thing is at worst, they're going to get battle tested. They're going to have a few games under their belt, and then come into next year. If they get into the same position, they'll be a year older, year wiser,
confident.
Yep. They'll learn those lessons.
And they can get smashed. Let's put it the worst way: they could get smashed, go out there and get smashed. But it's like at least you know what the NRL pace is like now.
Exactly. Learn from it.
So if Roger's playing fullback this week,
he probably will be,
and Adam's out, so who will be our centers?
If it was me, it'll be Wala Taufa. Wala Taufa and Ali.
Like to see that.
I like to see one on one center, other on the other center. Oh, then who's going to be the other wing? If Pompey's out,
is Marcelo back?
I hope not.
And I think I saw Dalen's got a head knock. Did he get a head knock in the weekend? It's got a head knock on
Who's
the casualty ward. Dalen.
Oh,
I don't remember him going off, but he's got a head knock.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
Surely not for that hair product.
It could be a completely different back line, bro.
Back five. All right, fuck it. I'll put the Pasikala boy. No, it'll be Corsi actually. It'll be Corsi actually in the wings. Yeah. Sorry, Corsi. I forgot about you, brother. It'll be you in the wing. It'll be Tofa next to him because I think they've played together. It'll be Ali on the other side with Dalen as well. It'll be Roger doing what Roger does. In his natural position.
If Dalen's off though, who's that, bro?
Setu too. What if Setu gets to go?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's like now we have to. Who do we actually put there?
Didn't realize it was that bad at our back five.
Yeah, even the commentators were kind of starting to piss me off about the whole how ineffective our spine was. I was just like, bro.
I actually didn't mind it.
Yeah,
I know the Aussie commentators piss me off most, but yeah, they were talking some truth on the weekend about our spine. Very ineffective. Damn, who's our back five?
Yeah,
it's gonna be as well. Maybe it's gonna be all the young boys that we're saying. So, hey, give them a shot. And it's against the Tigers. And again, Tigers, they play NRL week in, week out. But fuck, if you want to put these guys against a team, this will be one.
Like Rogers, the only one locked in there.
Whether you probably had Capewell and fucking Maratha in the centres, and then play like that. Sorry, Webby.
Sorry, Uncle. No, I wouldn't be surprised, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro.
Yeah.
We need experience.
Experience. Get us out of this.
Oh man.
Well, if they bring Motu Pasikala up, he can actually kick.
Oh.
Yeah, conversions. He's a conversion kicker, and he got 7 out of 8 on the weekend.
Have a go, brother. Why not?
He got 7. Bro, that team is stacked with kickers. Because I think Ben Farr and Luke Hansen can kick.
What positions does Ben Farr cover?
I've seen him play fullback. I've seen him play in the halves. I've seen him play in the halves and fullback.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've seen him in there.
I've seen him in the halves.
You'd put him in the halves? Or you've seen him in the halves?
No, I've seen him in the halves.
You've seen him in the halves.
Yeah. Because potentially, if Tamari picked up an injury from the Raiders game as well, you could be looking at a different halves combination.
That's not.
I'd be excited to see it.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be excited about that, bro. And I'll tell you why. It's just because if you bring in a Ben Farr or a Luke Hansen, we haven't played with CHT. I suppose it's just one of those ones, right? It's just like, oh man, these guys never played together.
Give them all a fucking run.
All right. Damien, from 1 through to 17, we'll bench all of our ones and bring in the youngsters.
Yeah. I reckon, bro.
Can you imagine?
Keep fun out there. He's doing all right.
Can you imagine? Barney can say.
I don't think any Warriors. I don't think any Warriors will turn up to training the following week if that happened. It'll be like a walkout. It'll be a walkout.
Yeah.
Well, this is me being critical, but like, fuck, I don't know what sets we saw out there in the weekend. So fuck. What's the difference of bringing a whole new team in there and having to go?
Yeah, hard, bro.
Nah, it was because when it goes back to being down 14, right? And then everything goes out the window. Then it's just one out football, and especially when it's like close to the line, you got Barney just screaming for it. He's just screaming, "Give it to me!" You got AFB, "Give it to me!" It's like one of those ones, like under 8s. Like when my boy used to play, "Give it to me!"
Lacking direction, eh?
Good point, Ty.
So, are we gonna predict the game?
Nah.
We can't predict the players, so can we predict the score?
Yeah. I reckon, fuck.
I'll go first. Warriors. I reckon it's going to be an ugly ass game. In my score predictions, usually like 44-4. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be 28-0. It's going to be disgusting, ugly as, scrape through it. Barney's going to do a chip and chase. Cape Wells going to do a no-look pass. He's going to be the ball. He's going to be the ball player a couple of times with Freddie Lussick going short. Front door. It's going to be ugly, guys. It's going to be ugly as. So I'm going to go. We got tries in us. So it's going to be a 14-12 to the Warriors. I'm crying already. I don't even want to watch that game.
I don't want to see a 14-12 against the Tigers. Fuck.
Yep. Ugly as. And I hope I'm wrong, but I'm not looking forward to that game already.
Oh man, I don't even know.
Freddie Lussick doing hit-ups. Freddie Lussick running it out of our red zone.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
So it sounds like you got Freddie Lussick playing fullback, and then you got Mitch Barnett and Keith in our halves.
Freddie Lussick up front, Freddie Lussick in the middle, Freddie Lussick up front, Freddie Lussick running it out of our red zone.
Hey, it's kind of happening. We've seen Barney go and score do a try assist the other week. Yeah, we've seen him kick. Hey, maybe he's been gearing him up to playoffs. Happening in front of our eyes. He's doing things that a half should be doing.
Play what's in front of you, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much, bro. Oh my god.
I'll go prediction wise. I reckon the Warriors will win 28-12. Fuck the Tigers.
Nice.
I'm trying to think of a score. For some reason, I keep thinking of 66-6.
Once I'm hoping.
I don't know what the Titans' trauma is really deep over here, and we got the Tigers who are now last, which the Titans were. Fuck. I don't know. I think the boys can do it. We'll go 20-8. I don't know why. Random ass score, but we'll go the Warriors to win it. But yeah, I don't want to see a 66-6.
Not unless it's us doing the 66.
Yeah. I want to go big. But
go big, bro. Go big, bro.
Yeah.
Go for it, bro.
Like,
bro.
The anecdotal evidence after analysis for the last 3 rounds, whatever.
21 rounds.
Woo! Yeah, that too. Far out, bro.
Have a moment, bro. Have a moment. And whilst Real has a moment, that's 66-6. Yeah. It could be us. We could be on the other end of another hiding, but Zach Bruv. Actually, no. What are you thinking about it? We've got Mez 12-10 was.
12-10. That's ugly.
I'm surprised if all of us have TVs after that.
The confidence is high amongst our whānau tonight. Oh, here we go. Tony T 30-6 to Waz. Zach Bruv 42. Sorry, I can't get over the 12-10. Sorry. Need to calm down. I know it's only 2 points away from my score prediction, but it's just
it's just even uglier.
It's even uglier. Oi Aru Waz 28, Tigers 24. Zach Bruv 42 to the Waz, 28 to the Tigers. Tony T says to you, Reo, that's not anecdotal, it's evidential. Yes, Nick Pasikala. Yes, Damien. Tony T says, I reckon Tony Crosby, he kicks too. Bro, Tony Crosby is in flipping
Flag.
He's in flag.
He looks like he should be playing in our round, the size of that boy.
Apparently benches like 250 or something, eh? Or squats something crazy. Let's read some more. Sorry guys, I don't really read out the comments. Zach Bruv, injuries happen and confidence goes down. I think we start throwing the young guns out and start building for next season. Kia ora, Zach. Kia ora. Pono te kōrero, my bro. Greg Hook, come on Warriors, let's get a W for Friday night. And again, yes, we need to see some young players in some of the games. Keep the faith. Faith's always going to be here, my bro. Whether or not it's good faith or not. Oh, here's this one, Jacko. We should re-sign Volkman.
What's Ronnie up to? Ronnie, bro.
Oh, bro.
What are you up to Friday night,
He owes us a favour. He owes us a favour.
Hey, g'day, mate. Hey, it's Uncle Underdo here, mate. Yeah, the one that sold you. We're missing a half.
Oh, fuck no. We only need you for like a couple of hours.
We fixed your shoulder, bro. You owe us.
You remember that, bro?
Yeah. I reckon.
Yeah, I remember you don't have a job now. Yep. But we actually need you. Can you jump on a plane?
Yeah. True that.
I mean, how did we get here? But like, I know we're joking about this, Jacko, and it's actually no joke. He doesn't have a job right now. So, like, Volkman, if you're watching this, we're just messing around, man. But I would take him. I will take him in the team if Te Maire Martin has an injury.
We also didn't do the weather check, but hey, it's looking all right on Friday. Auckland's looking all right.
Is it?
You know what?
Partly cloudy.
You know what now?
Partly cloudy.
The weather only.
I'll give you my score.
Yeah,
before you say that, bro.
There is.
I'll go.
Drum roll.
42-16, bro. Warriors. We're gonna fucking
42.
I like that.
16. Locking it in.
Yeah.
Final answer.
I like that.
That's your final answer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make it stand.
And then we come back on Monday night, Kōrero going, yeah, fuck, we got to make the 8.
Fucking told you.
We're on the way, bro. We're on the way.
It's only Tigers, but fuck it.
I told you we were going to cook. I told you we'll cook them.
Fuck. All right.
42-16, eh?
All right. What was that thing you were saying, bro?
About which one?
Nick, just before I cut in.
Just talking about the weather. I don't care about the weather anymore. I used to. I used to because a lot of our tries kind of came from a dry track. I don't care now if it's sunny or hailstones because of the what did bro call it? Evidential evidence, right? If
what did I call it?
You call it anecdotal. I didn't even know those words, but anyway, it doesn't matter to me anymore whether it rains or not because of the way we've been playing. Just being honest, it doesn't matter.
We struggle in all weather.
We are an all struggle, all weather condition team now. That is just lacking a lot of confidence, lacking a lot of hope, lacking trust. Key areas at key moments. We've gone backwards. Yes, they've done their homework, Real. I understand. You say that they've done their homework on us. Yep, absolutely done their homework on us. But whether or not they've done their homework on us doesn't take away from the fact that we've got some trust issues between our team. Our decision making is poor. It's got nothing to do with them. Having those defensive lines and shutting things down, right? We've got some internal stuff going on.
Yep,
that's fair, bro.
If we're that easy to shut down from them doing homework, don't we need to change what we're fucking doing?
Yeah,
like the top teams do. And we're not a top team. We're not a top team. Like all the top teams in all different sports, the top fighters change tact halfway through. Boom. We did that before. We're not doing that anymore. We're doing this one over here. That didn't work. We're going to come back in the middle, and maybe that's just, we're not that team. And we need to be honest with ourselves and say, well, no, we're going to stick to one way of playing. Because you know what would happen if we started going kind of off the cuff and doing these 2005 Warriors no look passes and flipping offloads every single set, then we're going to go the other way and go, what's going on with us? We're rubbish. Why are we doing this? Why aren't we being more structured? Right? So
getting desperate.
Yeah. But the top teams can see what's happening. They can adjust and they can pounce.
Yeah, bro.
Hurts me to say it, but let's just be honest with ourselves. We're not the top team.
Not at the moment.
Not yet.
Yeah. Definitely not yet.
We're a good team. Like I said, on paper. Have a look at our team on paper, man. Our team, I just look at our team and go, wow. Yeah.
Pretty stacked.
But teams are playing us now, not thinking that they're playing us now going, we're going to smash yous.
Here comes 2 points.
Yeah, exactly. Here comes 2 points. We're going to smash yous.
Damn.
I was just thinking too, like a few weeks ago, I remember we were saying like, oh, we're still in the trenches, we've got to figure this out. Fuck, I think we've been stuck in the trenches. We haven't.
Yeah.
We've poked our head out with a couple of wins, but yeah, we're still deep in there.
Yeah, bro.
Are we suffering from shell shock? And the boys, I don't know. Shucks.
It's just a lot of.
They definitely need to pull something out. They needed to do that a month ago, or whatever it was, but 6 weeks ago. Yeah. Bring on Friday night, bro.
We've got the goods. Bring on Friday night, right? I know this has been a bit of a downer, but it needed to happen. It needed to happen. We don't sugarcoat anything on this channel. We're just going to say it how it is, but in the right ways. I know, like the social media is going in on CHT, but there's a lot of dickheads out there, a lot of bandwagoners, probably people who don't even watch the game, who just look at the one kick and go, "Well, he's rubbish." They don't know how to look at the whole game and see how everybody was rubbish.
Yep. It didn't come down to one player performing badly. There was a team effort.
Yes, he should have iced it. Yes, we should have got the 2 points. But yes, we shouldn't have made some dumbass mistakes and leaked in 14 points and done a whole bunch of other stuff. But Richard said someone threw a grenade into the trench. Yeah, pretty much. Yep. And the whole, well, no, bro. That's exactly it. But the boys can come out this weekend on Friday. Bring on Friday. Hope I'm wrong about the 14-12. Hope Reel's right about the 14-16. And I really hope Mez is wrong about the 12-10. No one wants to watch that, bro.
Yeah.
No one wants to watch that. So
it'll be 12-10 with no conversions. Be 3 tries.
Shit. Oh my goodness. Oh, bro.
Man.
Damn.
Now, shout out to you guys, bro, for coming on here, and shout out to everybody at home as well for sticking up with us, talking out rubbish. Love you guys. I think that being the hunters got to them, then main players getting hurt and players getting put out of position, just all a bunch of things building against the boys. There's always going to be those, right? It's always going to be those kind of things, and you've said it as well, Reo, right? Got injuries. But when you look at that team, let's just have a look at the one game. That team on paper on the weekend with the leadership that we have in that team that was actually on the field on the weekend. We had the players. We had the players to beat the Raiders, right? We had the players to beat the Raiders. The Raiders went into a bit of a hole just before halftime, and they were there. They were there for the next 40 minutes to get smashed. But it didn't happen. Didn't happen. And the longer it went on, because we only had 15 players, the longer it took for us to actually score those points, the harder it was going to be for us in those later stages, because we only had 15 players, and everyone, if we had to look back at the Bulldogs game, everyone was gassed towards the end.
100%.
So the longer it took for us, and this has been our problem ever since the Sharks game, the very first Sharks game, I noticed, we were not able to convert. We were not able to get over the line, not able to, and that's where my lack in confidence has come from when we're on those 10-meter lines, started around about the beginning of the season, because, okay, you can kind of forgive that the first game of the season. It's all goods. But all the Raiders had to do was just keep defending. But they kept on making mistakes as well. So the longer it went on that we weren't ticking that scoreboard over, the harder it was going to be towards the end. And they ended up scoring anyway. And yeah, okay, Roger could have done something, but whatever. Whatevs.
Yeah.
Whatevs. Whatevs.
It is what it is, bro.
That is what it is.
It is.
That is what it is. I'm saying that a lot this year, It is what it is. Oh, what happened to your team, bro? Like my cousins, it's your team, bro. Oh, bro. It is what it is, bro. We'll be sweet next year with Fish, Tohu, SJ, Metcalf, CNK, Rocket. Bro, Fish might want to cancel his contract, bro. No, let's be real. He might give Underu. He might give Underu a call up and go, "Oh, I'm just going to take Te Reo Māori lessons over in Sydney." The whole learning reo and everything. Yeah, they just opened up a wānanga over here. I want to see my kids over here, cuz sorry.
Yeah. Go see Uncle opened. Uncle.
AI tool now that I can use to do my reo lessons.
And I'll just fly my whānau over here and Metcalf, CNK, Rocco, they really are big losses. Yep. Tony, but again, it comes down to the 80 minutes. 80 minutes, my bro. We could be winning these games. I didn't mind the Bulldogs one. I actually didn't mind it. Like, you could see that they were playing for each other. They definitely wanted to win. Not saying they didn't want to win this game. Well, I'm not saying that, but they definitely wanted to win. Yeah, and that was a good game. This one, no, this was terrible. So, come on, boys. I'm going to hire a tutor. Richard says he's going to go hire a tutor. No, he's not. He's coming home.
I don't.
Any closing Kōrero, boys?
Oh, yeah, man. All in, let's go.
All in,
we fucking be on.
All in.
Go the fucking Warriors.
Back five.
Yeah,
hey, Uncle Underu. I want to see a back five that's going to be scary. How can you put together a back five that's gonna make Tigers crap themselves and go, they can't get the ball. Like, literally, those guys around that back five cannot get the ball. Otherwise, it's gonna be tri-seasons.
Boys will be on, bro.
And then Montoya's back.
Fuck. No, boys will be on.
Boys will be on, man. Boys will be on.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys online. Teamless Tuesday. Let's go. Up the Warriors. Let's go, Waz.
Go the fucking Warriors. Yeah, man.
Go the fucking Warriors.
Choice, bro. Good to see you, Nick. Hey. Yeah, you
Choice
know,
bro.
Rip those colours.
Choice on fine note.
Yeah, bro.
Ka kite.